Hey everyone, it's Cody with Miko here. I just wanted to walk you through a MaxView. So this is our new MaxView 15 by 16 by 23. It's designed for the baker's racks, and it has the mesh top. So we're just going to walk you through the actual assembly process when it arrives at your home. So if you look in front of me, I've got the pieces of it here, so you can see the clear front. This is already pre-assembled for you. You've got the mesh top unit that has the rabbit around the outside as well as the dado in the front. You've got two side pieces, each with a rabbit down one side, and then you have your dado channel here. Your bottom is the same as the top, other than the fact it obviously is solid, and then you have a solid panel back. So let's walk, and obviously your screws. You've got a couple of retainers here and a knob for that door. But again, we'll walk you through all of that. So how I start with this is I take the bottom panel here, I'm going to face it this way, and I'm going to take one of the side panels. You'll notice that when I line this piece up to the bottom here into that rabbited track area and line this flush to the top, then you can see that this dado inside, which is where that acrylic front sits, is going to line up. So we're going to attach that with a screw. We've got 3 screws down each side holding the sides to the bottom on this. Just make sure it's nice and flush. Take your time. Some will use just a regular screwdriver. I prefer using an electric drill, or in this case I'm using electric impact. Just a matter of personal preference. So to start things off, we now have one side and the bottom. So we're going to grab the other side here and make sure that when we align, so you can see it, when we align the other side, that again, this dadoed area is aligned front to the same side as to the front. So make sure they're all lining up. If you align this side panel to sit flush to the top and to the outside, it automatically lines up that dado. Just make sure you don't have it backwards, because the opposite side doesn't have this, or the back side of this panel has just a standard rabbit for the back panel. So again, we're just going to take our time, line that up nice and clean. Going to tighten these up. These are going just past flush. Don't need to tighten them like crazy, but just past flush. So there you go. So we've got 3 screws holding each to the bottom panel. Now I'm going to flip it up. You can see this is the rabbited back edge. I take my back panel. This back panel is going to fit inside of this rabbited edge. And just kind of sit down, slope down into there, sink down into that. So what I do to get this part started, you'll see that there is pre-drills here. So I take and I align the top, make sure that it's nice and flush to the back here. So it's flush at the top and flush at the back. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, flush at the top, flush at the back. Everything kind of lines into place, just based off of the pre-done rabbits that are done by the machine. So we've got all of there's 4 down each side, like so. And then there's 3 across the bottom, obviously 4 down the other side. So this is where you're going to want to spend some time. This, just making sure this is lined up. So I see mine's slightly low, so I'll just tilt that. So now it's nice and flush there. Nice and flush, slightly low, so I'm actually going to bring it in just a bit and then tilt it. And that goes nice and flush. That's just a trick I use, rather than trying to jam my hand underneath. Again, same here, we've got these screws. Screws for the other side. We still have the 3 on this side to do. So take your time with this. It's not a race. The nicer you align it here, the nicer it's going to look. Everything's going to fit nicer. Just take your time. Turn that up. So now you can see, our shop's dusty, but you can see that I've got the groove all the way around here, and the back is done. So we've got sides, back, and bottom done. So now we're going to grab our front panel. Now I've pre-assembled this. I'll be pre-assembling them before they go out. They'll be wrapped up. Miko goes down at the bottom, obviously in the right direction. These vents go to the bottom. So you can take this guy, you can put it in this groove, slide her down to the bottom. Okay, simple as that. And then I'm going to take the top. You can see how it has that same matching groove. You're gonna line that up to here, which now with the top on and all the sides on, it is now holding that front panel in. I'm gonna show you what those retainers are for yet, but these, you can see you got a little bit of play here right now. We're going to be fixing that with these retainers in a minute. So I align the front two corners, get them nice and flush, spend the time to make sure they're nice and flush. And then I'll go around to the back, make sure it's sitting nice and flush. So again, taking your time here makes a big difference on how it looks when you're finished. One at the back there. One at the back here. Everything lines up quite nicely. Again, that's with those rabbited joints. Everything just kind of aligns on its own, all your pre-drilled holes. Just make it so there's no guessing. It's just as simple as that. So now there's obviously no screws holding the front. It's all just within that track or within that dado that we've got pre-done. All right, seems simple enough, right? So now, excuse the dust on this, it's dusty in our shop. So now we're going to need to, like I said, there is play here. So what we've done is turn these little guys to open this guy up. It doesn't have the knob on it yet, so just give it a little click. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this knob here, I'm gonna align it here. I'm actually just gonna use a screwdriver just because it's easy. You can use your drill for this too, but just tighten this up, and that way you've got yourself a nice place to hold on to actually open this thing. So that's nice and snug. Again, there, that's working. So now it comes down to these retainers. These here are gonna come with film on either side. We've removed the film. You'll see there's two little holes here. So what you actually do is you tuck it in from the back and it lines to there. And the reason we're doing this is to secure the sides so you don't have any flex. So I've got my screw like so. I'm just gonna take a second and tighten that guy into that. You don't have to over tighten it like crazy or anything. It's just there just so that with higher humidity, you're not gonna get any flex in that side. You'll notice that now with that one attached, like this one had a bit of play here, this one has absolutely none now. Very simple little thing, but so in that goes into this spot, into this groove. It takes me a sec, there we go. So you line that up into it. You're gonna want it to sit flush with the front of the actual acrylic. These pieces are laser cut, so they're nice and clear. It's not really obstructive or crazy, but the actual functionality of them plays a very big role as far as that goes. So there you go. Now it's assembled. The unit is assembled. As far as operation, you're just opening and closing. These just turn, just the little thumb turns. It's as simple as that. Now you're gonna wanna seal this because, I mean, PVC itself is waterproof. It absorbs less than 0.1% of water, but the joints where you've connected them can leak water. The panels themselves are waterproof. So when we're gonna do that, we are going to take silicone. We use monosilicone pearl that you get at Home Depot. Any 100% silicone will work, but you're gonna wanna run a bead inside the bottom edges, inside the bottom edge in here, and then you wanna bring it up just a little bit on the edge, and then the same on the edges there. I'm not gonna walk, I mean, we've shown you how to do this before. I'm not gonna do on the video, but that's what I do there. And then obviously you're just gonna let it sit until it stops smelling. Once it's dry, it'll stop off-gassing, which means that it's ready for your animal. Usually with this stuff, it's about 24 hours, depending on the brand that you use. But yeah, this is the new clear MaxView, 15 wide, 16 deep, and 23 tall. Thank you.